You sit down at your desk, arrange your workspace, open your laptop and notes, and fully intend to finally tackle a difficult study session. But instead of diving right in, you somehow end up mindlessly swiping through your phone for the next hour. A heavy wave of guilt usually follows. The internal monologue is quick to label this as a lack of discipline or a symptom of being a chronic procrastinator. This cycle of self-blame leads to a state of forced, agonizing effort that rarely results in any actual work getting done. We tend to treat the inability to start a task as a moral failing or a fundamental character flaw. This assumes the problem is one of willpower, but the experience of laziness often reflects a misunderstanding of how the human brain operates. Treating this strictly as a discipline problem prevents us from identifying the biological factors that actually govern our productivity. Imagine a modern smartphone running on a critically low 2% battery. We wouldn't expect phone to render a 4K video or run multiple heavy apps simultaneously while the power is failing. The logical solution for hardware is simple. We stop demanding performance and plug the device into a charger. We naturally afford all of our electronic devices a level of operational logic that we rarely apply to our own biology. Our mental energy is a highly perishable daily resource, a biological reality known as cognitive depletion. Every micro-decision made from the moment you wake up causes a subtle pulse of depletion in this energy reservoir. Complex problem-solving at work or school creates steep drops in this supply, often without us noticing. Even basic social friction, like navigating a stressful meeting, drains the remaining supply into the red zone. By the time an evening study session arrives, the brain's energy reservoir often bottoms out completely. This empty state creates the immense friction you feel when trying to focus on a new task at the end of the day. The brain lacks the high-quality cognitive fuel required to engage with deep, demanding work. This forced shutdown mechanism is a biological response to energy depletion, effectively paralyzing our ability to start. Overcoming this state requires moving away from the strategy of brute force effort. Forcing a depleted brain to perform is a losing battle that only increases stress and fatigue. This chart shows the natural rise and fall of cognitive energy over 24 hours. Instead of forcing effort, we can use temporal optimization to identify our biological peaks. When we align our most difficult tasks with the highest peak of this energy wave, the work requires significantly less force to initiate. Audit your routine to find these high-energy windows, and schedule your most complex, high-friction tasks exclusively within them. When your mental battery drops, pivot to low-stakes tasks, or take a genuine, unplugged break to allow for recovery. Protecting the brain's energy supply ensures you have the resources needed for your best work. The laziness you felt was the signal of a brain that simply needed to recharge.